did you get this, Timu?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a collective moment of just how we were at worship and the people that would like really get into it, whether it was a hype song or a slow song. I felt a lot of people actually dove into their faith and spoke with their heart rather than just singing the words of the song. And that's something that I felt too, because during worship, like even at like church, there's moments where like I'm kind of singing the words, I'm not really feeling it. But at camp, I started to try to do that more. And it actually makes me like feel like I'm getting close with my faith. I really do believe in these things that are in songs like that in worship.
I think probably the most memorable moment was the first night. I kind of like told everybody, I was like, no, I won't cry, like I don't get emotional like that. And then we were all just up there praying, and I just felt like God was just telling me to like let go of everything that I was holding on to. And it was just a really impactful moment. I just felt like God was just holding me in that moment. He was just telling me, let everything go. And so I just felt like I was able to let go of a lot at camp, and I think it just was just a really emotional moment, but it was just very like, I just felt so close with God in that moment, and I've been able to carry it past, which has been nice.
Noel was playing like threes ball, and he had a tank top on, and he was just so locked in. It was crazy, and he's over here sprinting with Riley, and you failed, but you also won. So good job, but it was also very funny. I wish I could have filmed it. Also, behind the cheese fry place, the barn, I took a 0.5 of him. He looked exactly like Fabi. It was hilarious. Oh, I also ate a pickle that like came off the floor. I rolled it in dirt and ate it. So like first it dropped, ate it, and I was like, I could eat this in dirt. And I walk over to like a pile of like dirt and roll it and eat it. It was not bad. Like it was edible. It's a pickle. What do you think Adam and Eve had to do, bro? They didn't have sinks. They didn't have to wash their stuff. So of course they got sick.
The most impactful part was honestly when you prayed over us, and I got to see other people's struggles that they were going through, and it made me realize that I'm not alone. And with this church, I realized that I have a community around me that I wasn't utilizing until that moment, and that's why I was so blessed to have this church family.
My most memorable moment was probably one of the nights during worship. We did some more hype songs this night, and I just remember all of us being up at the altar, like all of JRNYTH and Noel, and we were all just laughing and jumping and dancing and just having a great time. And I remember just being able to look around and be like, this is my family and this is where I belong. And I just loved that moment. I think it all like connected all of us, and it was good.
One way that God impacted me, there's one standout moment. It was during prayer at one of the nights during worship, and it really got me to question myself about my faith and like what step I'm really going into. And like I feel like I haven't been as far as I really wanted to be. And camp it's really like pushed me to try to dive deeper into my faith and realize what I'm doing wrong and what I need to do to be a servant of God and just get closer with Him.
I feel like God just like really showed me how important it is to have our community and just how much of a family I have made at the Journey Church. And it's just so like, it was just so beautiful to look around during prayer and worship and just see everybody there. And if you just close your eyes, you could just hear everybody, and it was just so amazing. Just even that small group of people, just how loud and how like beautiful it was, because there was just so many people so on fire for God.
I think with like the whole entire speaking in front of about Jesus in front of people, I think it was like Thursday night I got really comfortable with that. And when we had that altar call to be the campus disciples, And I was like, okay, I'm doing this. I'm not gonna cover up anymore. And I made my first phone call that night and talked to my friend about Jesus. And I wasn't scared anymore. If they were gonna block me, then they were gonna block me. I'm not ashamed of being a Christian, being a follower of Christ, and having a relationship with Him. So,
Honestly, during camp, in the very beginning and a few days in, I got nothing. Like I couldn't get anything. Like I couldn't obtain any of the information that was going on. But once you prayed, it kind of like clicked. And I realized I was trying too hard to search for what God was trying to call me to do. I just realized I was focusing on the wrong things. And that's what like caused my mental block. But it was me the whole time. I thought it was something else, like maybe the devil was like keeping me from it. But it's just me overthinking, as I always do. And it just, as soon as it clicked, then I felt like immediate relief. Like I knew God was with me in that moment.
Something God did for me is I just had a really big realization moment that I just don't necessarily need to feel all these emotions or just have something big and dramatic happen spiritually to be connected to God or for Him to be working in my life. I used to think that during worship I had to be crying all these tears and like feeling all these intense things, and that if I wasn't, then God must not be like moving or His presence must not be there. But He helped me realize that at this camp, because I didn't feel, it felt really quiet spiritually this year for me, but I think it showed me even more that God was working, because I still came home feeling really renewed, refreshed, and on fire for Him. And so it just helped me see that it doesn't have to be about like all those tears, but just the fact that God is showing up and He's there still.
We are
Journey Youth.
Journey Youth.
Journey Youth.
We are Journey Youth.
6 Flags!